Hello, my fellow Taurians. Welcome to your reading of September the 3 through 9, 2023. My name is Dawn. You're listening to Dawn Williams Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I appreciate you being here. The intent behind my channel is to try to create a place for us to gather, to share information and knowledge, and to help one another through this ascension process. So my fellow Taurians, I have actually done probably 8 or 9 other readings with this specific setup. However, when I started to do this specific reading, I got a very clear message that one of the things that I'm doing with our Taurus family is I'm working on helping to clear some of the energy associated with our throat chakras. So I have gathered these blue stones here, which I have been using in my other readings, whereas your reading is a little bit different because I've also been asked to use an energy spray to help us clear up not only our throat chakra, but our Alta Major chakra. The Alta Major chakra is located at the base of your spine, where your spine connects to your skull, okay? Right there, that little area. That right there is a chakra that a lot of people are not aware of. Most of us are aware of the main 7 chakras within our system, but we have chakras all throughout our body. And specifically, the reason why I have been guided to help with clearing the truth chakra, the throat chakra, is because all of the energy that is coming up this month for the month of September about suppression and about suppressing our voices and trying to take away our, First and Second Amendment rights and all of those types of things. So when I sat down before I started doing these readings, the first thing that my guides told me was to get this blue kyanite stone out. And this blue kyanite stone I've had for quite a while. I was able to pick it up for really, really inexpensively at a shop in a town called Quartzsite in Arizona. And it just so happened that I had been looking for a piece. I wasn't really looking for a piece quite that large, but because it was there and it was inexpensive, I thought, what the heck, Who says more isn't better, right? The other stones associated, this is called an apatite, A-P-A-P-T-I-T-E, I think is how it's spelled. It has all these beautiful hues of blue. You can kind of see it with the light shining on it. So once again, that helps to activate your throat chakra. This is a smaller piece, of which this was given to me from as a birthday gift from a friend. This is blue calcite, and this is blue moss agate, which is variegated, right? It's got this beautiful energy there. And then the other thing that I just pulled out was this. This is a clear quartz stone. The shape that this is, I forget what it's called, tetrahedron, something, one of the geometric shapes. But this is the shape of our light body, that when we go from our carbon-based body, which is what we have now, and we moved into our light body, this is the energy that surrounds our light body, is this kind of a shape, and it spins. So I was asked to put that there, so I've got that. The other thing was this Alta Major that is working specifically in this reading is to help. We're really working on clearing the upper layers of our chakra system. So you have your throat chakra here, you have your third eye chakra, and then you have your crown. And then as you work through your ascension process, you have 3 or 4 more chakras that are above your head. But what we're doing in this specific reading today is we're activating our throat chakras. And for Taurus, I was guided to also activate your Alta Major. So I have been using energetic sprays that the person that created these sprays do it with very high intention. She's a light worker out of the UK. Her name is Amanda Ellis. I have been supporting her work for a number of years. I've been following her for a very long time. One of the sprays that I picked up was this teal spray, and it is called the Alta Major Energy Spray. So I'm just going to spray this around me. And the way that Spirit has been sharing with me is that my readings are going to move into more of a type of teaching to help everyone through their ascension process as much as possible, whoever it is that I reach that finds their way to me, and I just trust, right? Because that's the way it works. So I'm spraying some of this Alta Major energy. It smells, oh man, it smells really good. The intent behind it, of me using this spray, is to additionally help activate your Alta Major. Your Alta Major is actually a minor chakra at the base of your skull, which begins working like a major chakra during the awakening process. And the reason why that's important is because that helps bring in a higher level of awareness. And as we're moving through this ascension process, part of what we're doing is we're activating all those areas within our body so that more light, it can be introduced into our systems to help us with raising our vibration, okay? So now that you know about the stones, I'm going to pull a card from the Raise Your Vibration Oracle by Kyle Gray. That's kind of a message that kind of sets the energy for the reading. And then I'm going to pull 3 tarot cards. And the first card is going to be your strengths for the week. Your second card is going to be your weakness or obstacle for the week, meaning that you need to be aware of that energy so that when it hits you, you have a, oh yeah, and I remember she talked about this, right? So you have an awareness. And then the last card is going to be your opportunity for the week, okay? So I've already shuffled, and here we go. So your Raise Your Vibration card was, man, this does not surprise me that this came up. Okay, so your Raise Your Vibration is, I was called here on a mission. How many of you feel as though Earth is not your home? How many of you feel as though you've been here a million times? You've done this before. You have those aha moments, those moments of deja vu, that things happen and you go, oh, I've done this before, or that type of an energy, right? It does not surprise me that in this reading, right, I had to use that spray, because obviously we're going to be talking about what is your mission? How do you tap into that energy? What do you need to know to prepare yourself for whatever your mission is? So I'm actually going to find his explanation, right? Because he has a book that talks about all of his cards, and I love to get the message directly from the person that created it. I can give you my interpretation. Obviously, I kind of did. I feel as though I'm a Taurus also, as many of you probably know. So I feel like, yes, I'm definitely here on a mission. And I know that I have not been walking that mission as I should be, right? I haven't been. However, I am now. Spirit's pushing me out there saying, start this YouTube channel. In the 90s, I used to have a meditation group in my home every Tuesday night where I would share whatever it was that, Spirit wanted me to share. I taught people how to meditate. I taught people how to ground their bodies. I talked to them about their chakra systems, all of the things that I was meant to teach at that time. And, and then as time went on, I was living in California at the time. I moved out of California and moved to Massachusetts. And the energy there was so different, so vastly different, that I kind of went into a bit of a depression. There was a number of reasons why, but the energy there was very thick and very stuck. It was very stuck energy, where I was used to California, which was on a tectonic plate. The land was always shifting. The energy was always changing. And when you go from that type of an energy to a very stuck energy, it just kind of throws you for a loop. But anyway, now I am back out there, putting my name out there and doing whatever I can to create a community that we can come together and we can share some of this information to help us with our ascension process. So let me find his message in the book. And of course, he doesn't necessarily put the cards in alphabetical order, because why would he do that? I don't know. People do things for whatever reason, right? And I don't know what his reason is. But anyway, okay, so here I was called here on a mission. So his information says, this is certainly not your first incarnation, and there's a good chance it's not your last. Before you came into this body, your soul set the intention to remember the power of your spirit in this lifetime. I totally agree with that. It set the intention to bring in the light of source. That was your mission. The rest was left up to you, all the learning, all the experiences, and what you might do with them. But your life has great purpose. And when this card comes to you, the universe is reminding you of it. In fact, this card brings a boost of confidence. It shows that you are on the right path just by being who you truly are. You are a bright spark of light and goodness to other people. So stop getting yourself worried about specifics. Just express the power of your spirit in the most authentic way possible. Shine now. Shine where you are. Express your gifts. Express your truth, your gifts, and the rest will unfold. So then he also gives a vibe of the day, which is just like a quick sentence. I look at them as affirmations. So when I pull a card for myself, I will say this affirmation a couple of times during the day if I can think of it. His affirmation for the day is, I remember the power of my spirit. What a great message. Okay. So now that we did that, we're talking about your mission, what you're here to do. Let's pull your cards and see what's going on with you, Tauruses. So your first card is the Page of Swords. Okay, so swords have to do with mental, have to do with thinking. And once again, as I was indicating when I was, first explaining the intention behind my work, where I'm going with my work, one of the things that I was sharing with you is one of the things we're doing is we're activating all of these upper chakras, okay? And the swords have to do with our mind and the way that we think, the way that we express, the way that we come to decisions. And it also talks about how we communicate, right? Has to do with our communication. So once again, talking from your throat, clearing this energy here, as well as this Alta Major in the back, is going to open up this whole area for you, okay? And this page has to do with messages, messenger. Pages in the tarot have to do with when you had your king and queen, your knights, and all the people of court. The younger people within court were pages. They were assigned as pages. And pages were assigned to the king. And the king would then give them little tasks to do. And one of them was to be messengers, to take a message to so-and-so, or take an item to so-and-so. So there were messengers or couriers in the days of, the king and the queen. So this could represent a young person, or this really could represent a message coming from you that's going to stimulate your mind. And I feel like it's kind of all tied together, because I feel as though once we activate your throat chakra, once we've activated your Alta Major, that is automatically going to start working on your third eye. It's automatically going to start working on your crown chakra. And then it's also going to activate the higher chakras above you. Now, the thing about the higher chakras above you is the activations that are going to happen as you progress into your awakening experience. Those will automatically start opening when it's time for them to open, specifically for you. But right now, we're still working with speaking our truth, seeing clearly, activating this space so that we can start getting our clairvoyance, our ability to be able to know, right? This is clairaudience, clairsentience, so it's also going to activate your spirit, your ear space. These are all those energies that are wrapped up into that. And that's kind of what I feel that this card is representing, is those types of messages. You're stepping into your spiritual space, your spiritual knowing, your spiritual activations. Okay, that's exciting. Okay, so your obstacle or weakness has to do with this Eight of Swords. Again, swords have to do with our mind and thinking. And if you look at her, she's all bound up, her eyes are closed, she's got these 8 swords behind her. And to me, this is all self-imposed. She could easily get out of this mess if she chose to do so. But it's her mind that is creating this space for her to be in this place of being stuck. Okay, so this is stuck energy. And as this is your weakness, it could say that maybe you don't feel deserving. Maybe you don't feel as though you measure up. Maybe you don't feel as if you're special, or you have any gifts, or that, spirit doesn't work through you. And all of that is, frankly, a lie. It really is. Let's just call a spade, okay? Or a sword. Basically, what that means is that you've been invalidated somewhere along your lifetime, in this lifetime, and it could be a holdover from other lifetimes, because basically we're talking about you're here on a mission. You're here on a mission to clear all this stuff up. And in order for you to be able to do that, you need to see clearly, change your mindset. You deserve all these good things in your life. You deserve to have this knowing. You deserve to be able to speak your truth. You are a sovereign being. So you're being asked to step into that energy. You're here on a mission. What is your mission? Find out what your mission is. How do you do that? You go within. I can't tell you what your mission is. Nobody outside of you out there can say, oh, you're meant to do this, or you're meant to do that. The only person that can tell you what your mission is you. You go within, you connect with the God of your heart, you talk to your higher self, you start working on that level. And if you do that, all of that will fall away. Okay. And you're being asked to start this process this week. Okay. Because those messages are coming in, your activations will be happening. It's happening anyway. So you can either work with that energy, or you can deny the energy, or you can block that energy and make it tougher on yourself. And honestly, don't do that to you, okay? We need you. We need as much light on the planet as we can get. Your final card, again, another swords card. So you've had nothing but swords. Huh? Swords. Mental work. But the other aspect of that is, yes, this has to do with our mental. It has to do with how we communicate, right? But that's the whole reason for this specific reading today, is to clear up activations so that you can step into your knowing, so you can step into and embrace that within yourself. We're working with these higher chakras, okay? This is an opportunity. The knights in tarot are about taking action. Now, if you look at him, he is charging full throttle ahead. He knows what his mission is. He knows that he is going to go and he's going to charge and he's going to be successful. That's what this card is all about. Charging straight ahead, trusting his process, knowing that he's going to be successful in whatever it is that he is working on. And Spirit is saying, I've got your back. I have got you. It's time to stop dilly-dallying, step into your personal power, speak your truth. Now, let me express something here. Speaking your truth doesn't necessarily mean that you get to, be mean towards another individual, or even if that individual is rude or mean towards you, right? Because two wrongs don't make a right. Is that right? That's what I meant. But what it does mean is that you find the words. You'll find the words, especially if you go within yourself and you say, I really want to speak my truth to whomever ABC individual is, and I want them to be able to hear me, help me guide the words so that they can get the expression. They can understand exactly where I'm coming from and what I mean. And if you do all of that, you are going to just jet ahead. You are going to full throttle step into exactly what your mission is. Okay? This is an amazing, amazing reading for us Tauruses. I'm Taurus too. I'm excited. I have been listening to my personal guidance, which has gotten me to where I am with you right now. I appreciate you being here. I hope this is helpful to you. I hope you'll come back and listen to whatever is supposed to be meant for your specific communication from Spirit moving forward. Please like, share, and subscribe. That really helps my channel grow. And I hope you have an amazing week ahead. Thank you for being here, and I appreciate you listening to this message. Take care of you, okay? Cheers.